This is going to be the last video you have to watch about the pros and cons of living in San Antonio, Texas. Con number one are simply the property taxes. If you're relocating from another state where you don't pay too much in property tax and you're planning on relocating to San Antonio, Texas, or anywhere in Texas, plan to spend around $5,000 to $10,000 a year on the property tax alone. And due to the simple fact that the state of Texas does not have an income tax, it all gets traded off for a property taxes. However, there are a couple of exemptions here in Texas for anyone over the age of 65, or if you're 100% disabled military, you are exempt from 100% of your property taxes. If you are 65 or older, you don't get 100% property tax exempt. There's also other homestead exemptions, like if it's your primary residence, you can go ahead and file for a homestead, which is going to reduce 100K of your assessed value, which is probably going to save you anywhere from about $1,000 to $1,500. Con number two is the traffic here in San Antonio, Texas is absolutely ridiculous, especially during rush hour and in the time of when it's time to drop your kids off at school in the morning. And that's due to the simple fact of construction. Because San Antonio has such rapid growth, the city has to take matters in their own hands and start widening up the freeway, start widening up the roads, allow for better traffic flow for, all the families that are currently relocating down here to San Antonio, Texas. But I am one of those drivers who's not going to wait in traffic. Ask any of my friends, especially ask my wife, about how reckless I drive, because I do not want to wait in traffic. I'm the kind of driver that'll take the shortcuts. I'm the kind of driver that's going to take the back roads, etc. So if you're moving down to San Antonio and you want to know all about the back roads, hey, just give me a call. Con number three, we don't have any beaches, right? We have lakes, we have rivers, but we don't have any beaches. So for the families that are relocating down from Florida, the families that are relocating down from the West Coast, I know you guys have your nice beaches out there, but in San Antonio, Texas, our nearest beach is 2 hours away, and that's in Corpus Christi. If you want to get fancy and go to an even better beach, that beach is going to be about a 4.5 hour drive, and it's also known as South Padre Island. Con number four is one that I extremely hate, right? If you're a big fan of Taylor Swift, a big fan of Drake, a big rap artist fan, or a big country singer fan, just know that the chances of them coming to San Antonio are very slim to none. You should see the amount of big time artists that always skip over San Antonio, and they'd rather go to Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas, and Austin, Texas. So if you have one of those top artists who are coming down to Texas, you more than likely are going to have to travel to a different city like the ones that I just listed to go and see your favorite artist. Con number four is we only have one airport. As big as San Antonio is, I definitely think we need two airports. Just like Dallas has two airports, just like Houston has two airports, I definitely feel like it's time for San Antonio to go ahead and have two airports, due to the simple fact that every airport in San Antonio can offer more flights and more one-way flights to different destinations all throughout San Antonio. For example, if you want to go to Vegas from San Antonio, you're more than likely going to have to do one stop in Phoenix or LAX just to get to Vegas. Obviously, there's other airlines that offer a one-way ticket like Southwest to Vegas, but the tickets are going to be more at a premium compared to if we had two airports in San Antonio. The flight prices to Vegas and other, top locations would be a lot more affordable due to the amount of supply. And con number five is our weather. It's a love and hate relationship, but we have bipolar weather here in San Antonio, Texas. If it's winter and it's, Christmas Day, you'll probably be in about 75-degree weather with the sun out. The next day, it'll be extremely cloudy with 40-degree weather. So whenever I say our weather is bipolar, I absolutely mean it. Our summers can be extremely hot. We're looking at about 90 to 105-degree weather. During fall, we're looking at about 75, 85-degree weather. And spring, the exact same thing. So it's a love and hate relationship here with our weather. So definitely be prepared for that. Now, here are the top 5 pros of living in San Antonio, Texas. And number one is going to be our schools. So we have about 3 school districts that I highly recommend. According to niche.com, we're going to have Alamo Heights Independent School District, Northeast Independent School District, and the Northside Independent School District, which are very highly rated, very safe, and not to mention, Medina Valley Independent School District, which is one of the more newer school districts here in San Antonio, Texas. But the main reason why I say this is a pro is because all of our parents definitely have a peace of mind knowing the schools that their kids are attending. And most importantly, these school districts have a no bullying tolerant, and they also have, high security patrolling the schools, making sure that there's no nonsense reckless going on. Pro number 2, living in San Antonio, Texas, is going to be our food. Some families tend to differ. I highly vouch for our food, especially our Mexican restaurants. They are absolutely phenomenal. I cannot, disagree any further. I'll give y'all a couple of good restaurants. We're going to have Taquitos West, which is nothing but Mexican authentic street tacos. We're going to have Chris Madrid's, which is a local family-owned restaurant that absolutely supplies the best burgers in town. We're going to have Brazilian steakhouses like Chama Gaucha, which is an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's about $50 a plate. We're going to have Ruth Chris, J Prime Steakhouse. We're going to have the whole 9 yards. Our restaurants are absolutely unmatched. The number 3 pro of living in San Antonio, Texas, is the friendliness here in the area. You're going to have people that you've never met before walking by you, and they're going to greet you. They're going to say hi. If you ask them a question, they're not going to be rude about it, especially in the tourist area attractions, such as where we're at right now, the Pearl, the downtown Riverwalk. You're going to have a lot of locals that are there as well, and they're going to be extremely nice. Do your research, Google it, or even better yet, ask someone that has relocated down to San Antonio, Texas, how friendly the people are. If you're going to move into a suburb neighborhood or anywhere here in San Antonio, Texas, you're definitely going to be able to make friends very fast with your neighbors. It's extremely friendly. Number 4 are the housing prices here in San Antonio, Texas. All throughout the country, we have seen an increase in pricing. At the current date of this video, the entire country, as far as houses, have been on a decline. Here in San Antonio, Texas, we have seen a 2% decline from this time last year. And ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that our median sales price in San Antonio, Texas, is about $323,000. And that's going to get you a very beautiful home, such as, a 2-story, 2,200 square feet, brick and stone all throughout. And it's very subjective to each family on what you think a nice home is. But to me, I think that's what a nice home is. And you can definitely find very affordable housing, and you can find very nice communities to live at here in San Antonio, Texas. Pro number 4 is we are also known as the military city, with over 5 different military bases here in San Antonio, Texas. We love our military, and this is especially great if you are in the military, because most of the restaurants, most of the bars, entertainment are going to offer tons of military discounts to all of our military personnel, whether you're active or retired. We love our military here in San Antonio, Texas. We take very great passion with all of our military. Me personally, if I see you in your uniform or a nice cap, I'm gonna thank you for your service, just as everyone else will here in San Antonio, Texas. So pro number 4 is that we are a military city, and we absolutely love you guys. So if you are in the military and you're looking to relocate out here, it's definitely a great spot for you. And pro number 5, we have many different activities to do, so much entertainment. Like where I'm at right now is called the Pearl. It's a very huge landmark here in San Antonio, Texas. We're gonna have SeaWorld. We're going to have shopping malls. We're going to have amusement parks. We're going to have the zoo. We're going to have so many different things that families can come and do, spend time with each other, make very great memories out here in San Antonio, Texas. I would definitely say the pros outweigh the cons. And if I can make a longer video displaying the pros and cons, this would probably be about a 2-hour video of all the pros in San Antonio. There is cons of living in San Antonio. However, I definitely say that the pros outweigh the cons, and that's not me being biased. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking to make a move down here to San Antonio, Texas, please feel free to reach out to us. My team and I would be more than happy to serve you guys, and we'll see y'all on the next video.